should be.
I have never been more on time in my entire life than this. It's Norwich versus Leeds. This is a battle at the bottom of the table. Oh man, I've only just got back from Middle. Very hungry, that's for sure.
Well, away we go. The first Premier League meeting at Carrow.
And yeah, this is the first live stream I am doing for a Norwich game, and I think for a Leeds game as well so far this season. So it's gonna be very interesting to watch. I'm gonna read the lineups a second because I haven't done that yet. I will admit yet. This live stream. I'll sort the thumbnail out also in a minute. I do apologise for that. But this should be an interesting game. That's if my Premier League app actually hurries the fuck up.
Singing faithful. Let's hope it's a turnaround for Canaries today. Daniel Farker will need to turn around.
Well, it was Daniel Farker's 45th birthday on Saturday. Happy birthday to him. Personally, I still don't think he's the right man for the Norwich job right now.
And what a day for Omobamidele, who started against Arsenal at the Emirates. His first game at home in the Premier League for Norwich City. The effort and the performance today, Seb, are almost as important as the points.
So,
I think lots of Norwich City fans will be pleased to see a real battling performance. It may be on the end of another defeat. Who knows?
Bloody hell! Why has it been so slow?
Got that performance against Chelsea somewhat to the back of their minds. They won't be out of it throughout the rest of their careers. I can tell you that for sure. They'll be somewhat satisfied with that.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Norwich. Tim Krul, Grant Hanley, Ozan Kabak, Andrew Omobamidele, Max Aarons, Kieran Dowell, Matthias Norman, Milot Rashica, Kenny McLean, Timu Pukki, and Josh Sargent. And it is a corner already in this match, 2 minutes gone. Leeds' side is Meslier, Ilan Meslier, Liam Cooper, Pascal Strouk, Pascal Strouk, Diego Llorente, Stuart Dallas, Jamie Shackleton, Calvin Phillips, who is back from injury, Rodrigo, Rafinha, Jack Harrison, and Daniel James. Still no Patrick Bamford in the squad, and Matus Click is on the bench, as is Billy Gilmore for Norwich. So that's going to be very interesting to see. But referee today is Anthony Taylor.
Tim Krul. A cruel experience at Stamford Bridge, having a penalty.
And this has to be a redemption day for Norwich. It has to be a redemption day. They got hammered and absolutely. I have no words for it when they got battered 7-0 by Chelsea. Battered 7-0 by Chelsea. And then they were just embarrassing and awful. So they need to salvage something back here if they want to go for their first win of the season. Leeds haven't had the best of starts this season either, so they'll want to obviously get a win themselves. I think it is their second win of the season if Leeds win today, because they've only had one win of the season. They've only had one win of the season so far. Yeah, they have only had one win of the season so far against Watford. So that is going to be very interesting itself.
We thought that maybe Norwich City will start with the back three today and have the wing backs for Fisher and Matt Sowers, but I think it's still a back four for the time being. And the near side, left of the four in the middle with McLean and Ty Stone, who's the best passer ready for me in the Norwich City outfit. I think he needs a little bit more license to get forward and A few less defensive responsibilities, which would be difficult for Daniel.
But yeah, I'll sort the thumbnail out some point later on. Or maybe at half time, actually. That's a good idea. We'll see. See how I do.
With Phillips this time. Knew what he was doing, didn't he? That's very late.
Well, I thought Phillips would get a booking for that.
That's a little sign, isn't it? Well, you know,
On his return, Calvin Phillips, who Leeds fans call the Yorkshire Pirlo, which I strongly disagree with.
That's not the best kick from Crawl, but Norman does well. Chips it over the top, and Llorente
slips.
And then Melier, right on the edge of his own box.
That was very close. That could have easily nearly been a free kick then to Norwich.
A busy start to Carrot Road. That was a good pass actually from Matthias. So you may think it was Rafinha away down.
Meanwhile, Rafinha's away for Leeds.
Inside, James in there as well.
And Rafinha's going to try and get the space. He goes down. He gets clipped. Norwich fans disagree.
Who's hurt himself in the process.
But the Norwich player has hurt himself as well at the same time. That was Ozan Kabak on Rafinha. The Turk centre-back that was on loan at Liverpool last season after Liverpool's injury crisis is now at the current Championship champions this season.
Keeping an eye on that Norwich shape, and Bielsa just cleaning up. Phillips. Harrison, nice chest down.
Rodrigo loses. No, Leeds keep the ball though after Rodrigo loses it. Daniel James is through though. Pass Krul. What a block by Grant Hanley. The Scottish centre-back, that's captain for the Canaries. That is a brilliant, brilliant block there from Grant Hanley. And Daniel James looked to score, although he is offside. But once again, Tim Krul gets beaten.
Nice firm attempted finish from Dan James. Something that was missing from Josh Sheridan a couple of weeks ago against Brighton. An open goal like that with nobody on the line to save it. I think just put enough pace through it. Sargent himself has been fouled. The American picked up from the Bundesliga, just like Rashica, but Daniel James yet to score for Leeds. He thought that was his moment. Sargent still looking for his last Premier League goal.
I thought I was going to choke then for a second. I apologise.
Lots of unselfish work. I think he's actually linked up well with Teemu Pukki. A nice, strong, more physical foil in the field. He's a goal ready for us to see his true potential. Pukki won mine a couple as well from open play. Absolutely. He's got one this season from open play and a penalty. Norwich's only goals in the Premier League this season. Down. Now Norman's down, but Norwich carrying on. Rashica. Will they put it out here, Norwich? They are a man down in a sense.
They are a man down. Down goes Norman.
It certainly looked accidental when I saw it. Yeah, ooh, not nice. As I said, accidental. Rafinha catches him on Achilles. That will be painful. Especially when you don't see the challenge coming. Your body's not braced for it. Yeah, the apology from the Brazilian. But Thomas Norman has worked his way into the side. He's on loan from Rostov, the Russian club. The only Norwich player this season with a Premier League assist. And we're at this stage. Nicely weighted one as well. It was for Teemu Pukki against Watford. I was here for that game. Flattered to deceive they did, the Canaries. They were in the match. Well, we've spoken about Stuart Webb, but the man just to his top right, Neil Adams, former manager, but also a former player and once scored the winner in this fixture, and a man you played with, Evan. Yeah, I actually saw him a couple of weeks ago. I think it may have actually been for the Brighton game. He didn't want to talk to me, to be honest. He didn't want to give too much away. Didn't ask any or many leading questions. The little chat was, about each other and family and all that. And very little about the club. But he's second in command.
Norman's sidelined for the time being. Hopefully for Norwich and for the match, he'll be back on though.
Manager and into the academy.
Player, of course.
Yeah, victory in the FA Youth Cup.
He's a good guy, Neil. Certainly knows the game well enough, and it's nice to see former players getting into positions of influence.
At the club where they made their name as well. Ball down the line. Norman's back to his feet. And they want a corner here, Norwich. The pressure applied from the home support, but the referee didn't bow to it, Anthony Taylor.
Probably should have got one.
Yeah, they should have got a corner then, Norwich. That's
Anthony Taylor said no.
another mistake by Anthony Taylor.
So on we go. Miss on the pace of Ian Cooper at the moment.
That was interesting, wasn't it? From the Leeds United goal kick, they've got 4 players on the halfway line. That's a signal that Leeds want to stretch this game, keep it as open as possible.
Leeds throw.
Believing that great the speed and strength.
Dallas is going to take it.
Not to stretch this Canary outfit, who are woefully exposed against Chelsea a week ago. It won't be that easy for Leeds, you'd imagine, today. Quite have the level of player, of course, as European champions, but at their best, they can trouble any outfit.
And they have injury problems of their own. To Bielsa's side. They haven't scored too many goals themselves. Good hustling from Pookie and wins a free kick. A real bother for Llorente there. He was not happy. And he had his pocket picked.
He did the right thing in the end, didn't he, Llorente? Made sure that Pookie didn't escape.
Norwich take the free kick quickly. Sent it by Rashica.
There's a chance! Oh, and Pookie's wide! That went in. That would have been a wonderful start for the East Anglian club.
That's a nice early cross. He just brings himself back inside. Aaron's not able to get onto the end of it. That's a difficult ball to actually control for Pookie. Spinning, and he's moving towards it. And that's usually the angle that the shot takes.
But a positive there for Norwich, creating that chance. We feel this game will continue to be open. And Kabak, strong run. Then
Oh, that's a late challenge there from Kabak.
To rampage, isn't he, from the back line, pretty much every game he's played so far. And he's just campaigns, a couple of long strides, past a couple of players, been pretty impressive like that. It certainly gets the crowd engaged. And just take that impetuous edge away from his game defensively.
Right. It's a free kick to Norwich.
And a half in the years to come.
had that period at Liverpool on loan last season when they had defensive problems, came to the rescue somewhat. So, free kick to Norwich. Kieran Dow standing over it. A rare start for him.
That punch is too far away from the goal. There's not outside a penalty here. Well, it's got to be.
It is Dowell's free kick.
Without pace on, it's going to be difficult to score. Well,
Oh, that's well over. Oh my God.
Yeah. And it worked partly.
That's probably one of the worst free kicks I've seen all season so far.
That's what Parker thinks of it.
Oh dear.
Put in the side today, a World Cup winner, Kieran Dow, with the under-20s back in 2017. Premier League opportunities have been few and far between since then. Former Everton player. And again, Pookie allowing Llorente no time at all. Harrison. Now Pascal Strike.
Here is Pascal Strauch. Dallas.
And the pressure from Norwich pays off again. No. Another free kick goes against the home side there. Just when they thought they'd got in. Mavamadeli. It's calmly done. Rashica does well.
Rashica keeps it in for Norwich.
Sargent. Strike going in. Doing enough for Leeds. And again, Leeds persisting in their play and Norwich not allowing them to settle.
Phillips plays it like right.
Through that press. Llorente. Cooper.
Towards Llorente. And now it's at Shackleton, who finds Rafinha. Rafinha gives the ball away. Here's Pookie.
They got control of the ball inside.
Play on, says ref.
It's fair to say.
I'd say play on to that as well. Shackleton. And now here's Rodrigo.
Position, but not for long. And here come Leeds and Dallas. Harrison.
Rodrigo is just outside the box.
Phillips.
Shackleton. Rafinha. Shackleton, he can't quite get it into the box. It goes into the box. But Shackleton can't quite cross it.
But having to fill in at right back, no Ailing. And then Dallas having to fill in at left back, Ro Firpo. So players out of position in this lead sides, but that's not.
Of course, there is no Junior Firpo in this game. Junior Firpo is another one that's not playing. Just like Patrick Bamford. They're not playing at all. They're not even on the bench.
It's a big miss. Such a power player up and down this right flank.
Sargent chasing after this. Meslier was willing that ball to skid off the turf. There was plenty of rain earlier. It's dried up, thankfully. Kabak sliding in, but left the ball behind. And then left one.
Here's Rafinha.
But Rafinha inside to
Oh, and not quite into Rodrigo.
And
Norwich keep it in and win the ball back. Here is Rashica.
Too many chances in the game.
Has been an end-to-end game so far, hasn't it, between Norwich and Leeds?
It's getting away with that.
Here at Carrow Road, I thought Krul was going to make a blunder then, but no, he doesn't.
His teammate. He went to try and take a touch and set himself.
Enjoying this so far, Evan.
As you said, Seb, it's been a frantic start. The good one, it shows that the players are feeling as if this is an opportunity for Norwich ones in particular.
There's a good break in there from Mavamadeli and Sargent pulling away, but Meslier was there. And now Phillips with a bit of time to pick his pass.
They've done some good pressing actually in the front line so far with their own team. A bit cautious, I think, behind them and playing. And Norman in particular ready to truly engage along with Kieran Dow. Would, as they should be actually, needs ability to maybe just stretch the play a little bit more quickly and turn. A little more pace in the Lily Whites.
Norwich doing a good job of winning that ball, not holding on to it there. Sargent, very busy player up front. Cooper away. But there have been positives in this start for Norwich, as well as the familiar issues in terms of conceding chances. The Elsa at the moment. Senior side only have one league victory so far this season.
Anyway.
That's why they find themselves where they find themselves.
Just gone 18 and a half minutes. It's still 0-0 here at Carrow Road.
Norman clips it in towards Rashica.
Oh,
Really to attack that.
not quite. It goes straight to Meslier.
Track the run. And Rafinha, last space to run into.
Amount of space he's got there.
Cut out by Norman. McLean. Away from Phillips. It's not easy to do. Now Norman.
Okay, there we go. That's sorted me now for a bit. Anyway,
away here.
this is Kieran Dowell. He's trying to cross it in.
Missed the ball.
Rashica misses the ball, but it goes straight to Josh Sargent. Around him's Pascal Strauch.
Mavamadeli in. Rashica. Swings it in and just escapes.
Strauch, of course, earlier in the season was the man for Leeds that got sent off against Liverpool when Harvey Elliott suffered that horrific injury.
Over that Leeds back line, and nobody wants to go with it. Cooper in the end decides he's going to go and try and close down. And Cisco really should be making a more determined effort to get across the Leeds defender. Shackleton didn't have too much to do, did he? Just stand his ground in the end.
This game is not standing its ground. It's Rafinha.
Rafinha doesn't quite keep the ball.
Looks towards the referee in disgust.
And
wasn't happy there, the Brazilian. Felt he was eased off the ball. That's exactly what he was.
meanwhile, Dal gets brought down.
Free kick to Norwich.
And it will be a free kick to the Canaries here at Carrow Road. Rafinha is still furious with that challenge, but I thought there was nothing wrong with it personally.
Fair to say he didn't agree.
Hanley's free kick.
Sargent.
Now is Rashika
Swing it in.
trying to find.
Totally comfortable back there, Leeds, but they could break away here perhaps.
Well, Pookie wasn't even in the box
Not on point.
just then.
Lucky they got the ball back so easily, Norwich City. The play should have been a lot closer to.
But regardless, it didn't look promising for them anyway. But here we go. Now Norwich are on the attack. And they go down. Anthony Taylor points. It's Diego Llorente. And I'm trying to work out who that Norwich player is that's been brought down. I'm waiting to see the number. So McLean gets it. So McLean gets brought down, but referee says play on. It's Max Aarons. Max Aarons and Diego Llorente both collide.
Takes his right leg
But-
and falls on the left.
I think Norwich might win a penalty here, you know.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't think that, but they might not. I don't know.
He's got a problem, and
It's just a clash between the pair of them. Good to see that sportsmanship, though.
Max Aarons, who highly touted, highly rated, linked to so many clubs within last year, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, everything else, but settling down a second season in the Premier League after being part of the side that were relegated last time out. Anthony Taylor to get things underway again, who's the referee for Manchester United 0, Liverpool 5.
He was indeed, wasn't he, Anthony Taylor? Of course, he sent Paul Pogba off last week
That certainly would have pleased
for that challenge on Naby Keita.
Llorente. Norman. Turns away from Rodrigo.
Norman plays it right.
Right moments here for Norwich.
They haven't looked too bad this game, to be honest, although, having said that, they nearly lost the ball.
Charges forward.
And now here's Omar Bamadeli. And Rashika quickly passes it back to the Irishman.
Teenage defender. Already looking so assured. Cruel. And he gets that to Omar Bamadeli. Rashika.
Here's Rashika.
Sargent. Norman. For him so far. Leeds already when Kabak gets the ball, he wants to go forward. Snuff that out at the moment. Here's Hanley. He'll look towards Aarons out to that right hand side.
Max Aarons has a brilliant touch there. Now, can he keep it going? No, he can't. It's blocked. His shot is blocked immediately by the Leeds defence.
Position for Leeds United. Leeds United is such a difficult team to actually determine where players are operating from. So you find Dallas is ahead of Jack Harrison, and sometimes the other way around. Daniel James sometimes through the middle. Then he's playing at left back. One thing's for sure is that they trust themselves to get beyond opposition players, those attackers.
And Dow wins a corner. But all that talk,
It's a corner for Norwich.
He's out on the left at the moment.
And Dowell's going to take it.
Problems, and the crowd appreciates their early efforts. And looking for an opener, that would be even better for the Norwich fans. And Dowell across to take the corner. Then everybody back for Leeds. Dowell whips it in.
Not quite the corner Norwich were hoping for then. Rashika.
Norman. Almost squeezing that pass through, then gets a second chance to find Dowell. Helps it on towards Sargent.
Dowell tries to find Sargent in the box, and here's Pookie.
To maintain that pressure. Dowell couldn't get it under control. It was awkward. But Norman turning away.
Here is Norman. That shot was just too tame.
It's wide.
I can assure you it was a shot. So not a very good one. A good player, Norman. I've been impressed with him this campaign.
If Norwich do win this game, though, then that will put pressure on Newcastle after their defeat to Chelsea yesterday. Put huge pressure on Newcastle.
Just about nothing wrong with that pass from Llorente to find Dallas. And Leeds can get going here. Rafinha.
Now he's Rafinha on the attack for Leeds.
As he loves to do. That's doubled up there.
Shackleton. Now Rafinha.
No ball in, away by Hanley. Such an eye-catching player, Rafinha, on that right-hand side for Leeds. Looking to unleash that left foot.
Shackleton's throw for the Whites.
Shits her away.
And now here's Cooper, all on his own. Melier to his left.
One of the five players actually. You can say pretty much determine where they'll be playing. Strike Cooper, Llorente. That's a three at the back usually. Calvin Phillips ahead of them, and then the goalkeeper, of course, Melier. Apart from that, it's anywhere you find yourselves, fill in and expect you to do a job for the team there. That's
Diego Llorente keeps the ball.
You can see there, Ethan, back three, and Harrison the furthest forward. I don't know why we bother with formations at the beginning.
I'm not even going to look at that graphic, to be honest.
Rodrigo.
It's beautiful all the same.
Squares it right to Rafinha, who tries to find Daniel James, but Norwich win the ball back.
Across.
It makes them very entertaining and unpredictable as an attacking outfit, of course, but sometimes they lose a little bit of structure and shape when they are having to defend against the better sides. Being punished on their travels. Hopefully they defeat Man United, a 1-5 reverse. Liverpool gave them a bit of a pasting as well. That could have been more. Not too many of their matches too often. Only this, but last season as well, were end-to-end stuff, weren't they? And they've come up from the Championship we started a couple of years ago. Done well, but I think they can still improve a lot.
Ball towards Dow. Cooper.
The game management where Calvin Phillips is so important for.
Just gone 28 minutes. It's still goalless here in Norfolk.
His last league appearance. But he, of all the players in his United outfit, is the one who's quite happy to play more control.
Rafinha.
Herring all over the pitch.
Lovely ball from a strike to.
And Mabadelli is to his left, and he gets away from the Irishman. Mabadelli.
Rafinha sending it back in again towards Daniel James, and defended in there by Kabak.
Frustrating first half for both teams so far.
Did well. Dan James was throwing himself at that cross.
Leeds getting on with it. Shackleton. Dallas.
Here's Dallas.
Right hand side. They could play anywhere really. Stuart Dallas. Fine servant for Leeds United. Decent. Period here for Leeds.
Once again, it's Shackleton's throw-in for Leeds. Rafinha tries to get past Mabadelli.
McLean
McLean goes down, and Norwich win a free kick.
Centre back playing out on the left-hand side at the moment.
You're right.
He's going to cause anybody a problem.
Absolutely. You're right. He's woman to the task. A bit of greed. He didn't get one or two decisions going his way in terms of what he felt were fouls early on. But a word for the absent Patrick Bamford. I think he's such a massive play for Leeds United. Variety in his plays that you can allow anybody to play off him where he plays. He's got behind him or had last season. Rodrigo and Rafinha. Focal point, somebody to play the ball up to. His teammates into play very well. He's not an old-fashioned physical centre forward. And it's one of the reasons why the coaches have found it difficult to get it. I think the best out of him. It's taken a foreign incumbent at Leeds to get the best out of Bamford.
Yeah, if you are just joining us, unavailable today, Patrick Bamford for injury. No Luke Ayling as well. Another of the players unavailable, Junior Firpo. So got a few young players on the bench. And he also did state that Junior Firpo would be available today, and he's not picked him. We'll never know. Rafinha running off that throw.
Rafinha.
And moving it wide. Harrison.
Leeds got the space here with Harrison. Harrison gives it away really badly then to Dowell.
Yeah, Rafinha came to receive it, then he disappeared into the box.
And now here's Max Aarons. Down goes Norman. And deservedly so, Norwich win a free kick. That is a definite foul. And it's a yellow card as well. It's a yellow card for Rodrigo.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a question of how much time has elapsed.
Yeah, completely agree with that being a yellow. Anthony Taylor got that spot on.
That was no worse than challenged by Diego Llorente on the Pookie, I think it was. He was trying to escape about 15 or so minutes ago.
Well, Rodrigo in the book. Started 12 of the 13 games this season, the Spaniard. Had to.
And the man Leeds have signed from last season from Valencia has been in the book.
Cooper there. Pookie there, though. Sargent.
Here's Rashika being completely surrounded by Calvin Phillips and Shackleton. But as a result, Norwich win the throw and keep the ball for the time being. But they don't now because McLean's giving it away to Rafinha. And look at Leeds, they're on the break here, but it goes straight to the hands of Tim Krul.
McLean apologises. He's grateful to his goalkeeper. Maybe an offside, actually, Dan James. Just have to check his run. And as quick as he is, he's never going to get there before the Dutch goalkeeper. Careless giveaway from Kenny McLean. Refused the easier pass. Yeah, it certainly looks offside, isn't it? Run from Dan James.
Well,
I'm not sure what that shrug of the shoulder, the arms in the air was from Bielsa. I thought you were quicker than that.
Well, Anthony Taylor has had a quick word with the Leeds captain, Ian Cooper, just about the number of fouls creeping into the match. And that's all the match, though. Pookie can't get to that one, away by Dallas. And Shitzer, every time he's got the ball, he's looked to try and run with it.
He has.
He started the game well enough. I think he prefers that more central role. For another absent player at the moment, Todd Cantwell, he has been the best for Norwich in between lines in the last couple of seasons. Midfield and attacking player.
Here's Omo Bamidele.
And without the football.
Norman.
Missing that variety in their play right now.
On the far right is Max Aarons, and he does win the throw for Norwich.
Sargent.
Now Sargent. He's dropped back a bit.
Sargent. Dow. Aarons loves to attack down that right-hand side. That's a feature of Norwich's play the last time they were in the Premier League. With Jamal Lewis on the opposite side. Lewis now at Newcastle. It's a very young defence they had. Ben Godfrey was in that team as well. With another young defender here.
Now here is Omar Bamadeli. Now Grant Hanley.
Good job
Back
in that
to
regard,
Norwich's
Norwich,
goalkeeper,
in the last
Tim
2
Krul.
years. The Youth Cup winners in 2013.
Yeah, I covered that there final against Chelsea.
Because he played in it.
No, I'm not that young, so
2013.
yeah, I covered that game. And some much vaunted players for the Chelsea in the Chelsea lineup. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but they were outgunned by the Murphy twins and a few others.
So really big day that was for Norwich. What they were trying to do now, back in the Premier League, trying to get their first win this season. From Bamadeli. It's tough for the young defender, really, playing out on that left-hand side. That's what you have to do. Stage of your career. They're out of position every now and again.
Norwich throw.
Sargent.
10 minutes till half time. Well, added time and then half time. Sargent is dispossessed by Strauch.
Clears it away.
But Strauch couldn't find Rafinha.
It's been an entertaining game. An open one. Can Krul see, though, at the moment?
And the goalkeeper's largely redundant, unfortunately for us so far. We only are approaching the 37th minute. Some of that tension has gone out of proceedings, hasn't it? It's calmed down a little bit the last 5 or 6 minutes.
It had to. All cleared away. Grant Hanley not moving too well. Be a groin issue. Bamadeli gives it away, and Phillips down the line. Rafinha, and Hanley's not going to chase that one.
Here's Rafinha, just outside the Norwich box. Into Daniel James, but Rodrigo couldn't do the turn and put it in the back of the net. And this time, Norwich are on the attack. Here's Sargent. Pukki is alongside him on the right. Rashika is on the left, but now Sargent's dropped back. He's completely surrounded by Calvin Phillips. Sorry, by Jack Harrison. Here's Calvin Phillips now.
These players, they will track back when they have to. They'll flood back.
And down goes Harrison.
That part of what it needs to play for this Leeds side.
And it will be a free kick for the Ellen Road men.
The presence was enough to take it away from Rodrigo.
Now James.
Strauch tries to find Daniel James, and Daniel James loses possession. But Anthony Taylor gives an advantage to Leeds as Ozan Kabak cannot believe it. Neither can the Norwich fans. And Leeds are going to have a free kick here.
It's not a swinging arm, he just raises it, but it's in the throat of Dan James. But he's turned pretty much quickly enough. All he has to do then, the bigger player, just get his body across. And James is not going to be able to wrestle him off it.
I didn't think there was anything wrong with that, to be honest. I would have played on. No wonder Ozan Kabak can't believe it.
He's escaped a booking there. James.
But Leeds get a free kick.
He would have been away. Either way, free kick to Leeds. Decent crossing position here. Everybody back for Norwich. Rafinha to take. Kick out a Leeds player. It's Llorente.
It's over from Diego Llorente.
Goal kick. And we're approaching half time here, Edmund. How have you viewed this first half so far?
I said a few minutes ago it was scrappy and frantic, wasn't it, for about 25 or 28 of the minutes we've played so far. Neither side has really impressed upon the other sufficiently enough, I think, to, well, certainly not to create any chances, but to say that they've actually dominated the game that we've seen at the moment. Norwich, unfortunately, don't have players, I think, who can actually hurt the opposition. Collectively, they've not been able to be tight enough, and individually, it's not 2 or 3 players that you usually get after 10 or so games. You say, the rest have been quite poor, but he's been good so far this campaign. And certainly Hanley to remain fit. I can say that for certain.
There was a signal towards the bench that he won't be able to continue. So that's a big problem for Norwich because he's been ever present, played every minute of their last 51 league games.
Two of the last three performances I've been quite pleased with Norwich, and certainly fought well enough. Not to mention the reverse last week, but against Burnley and against Brighton, there were lots of good signs. They just need to keep scrapping away and take the one or two chances that may come in most matches.
Looks like at the moment Hanley's going to just try and see this out to half time. Not moving too well. Leeds will be aware of that now. Kabak.
So it is very difficult to say how Leeds should be attacking opposition teams.
Now James will chase after this and get there. Rodrigo's up there.
Norwich fans boo Daniel James as he tries to keep the ball, but Hanley dispossesses him.
Here's Phillips.
Here's Calvin Phillips.
An open game, but not too many chances.
Rafinha tries to find
slide it through to
Rodrigo in the middle, but still no way through for Leeds.
Both side seasons.
And Leeds themselves aren't coming in great form, of course, do they? Just the one win so far this campaign.
Here's Dallas. He'll look for Rodrigo.
Dallas looks for Rodrigo. It goes straight to Krul.
Too much on it. Krul is out. And Norman straight away closed down by Phillips. And foul by Phillips.
Advantage to Norwich. Just remember, tomorrow night, Wolves are playing Everton at Molineux, and that will be a big, big game for both sides wanting to be in the top half of the table. But of course, later on, after this match, Aston Villa play West Ham at Villa Park. And that's also going to be very hard.
For these two sides, seeing Burnley beat Brentford in that fashion.
Exactly. It's pressure on Newcastle and Norwich after Burnley's victory over Brentford yesterday. Pressure on Leeds to an extent as well. They're near the bottom as well.
Now Rafinha's away. And they found
here is Rafinha.
Trying to get to him, but Rafinha onto that left. An important block in there. They had to block it. Quite catch hold of it though.
Medeli did actually pretty well, to be honest. He didn't sprint to get to Rafinha. Trust himself in terms of speed. Just measured and approach allowed Rafinha to pick up a little bit of pace. Confident that he can go with him.
So cold.
Nobody's matched Rafinha overall.
Rafinha's had more sprints than anyone this season, on 220, with Salah second, Livramento third.
Hanley across. Hanley. It's awkward for him, but he gets there. Medeli gives it away. A bit too calm there.
Here's Rodrigo with the shot, but it goes straight to Krul.
A little bit too casual this time from the youngster. Ambitious from Rodrigo.
It's going to be Krul's goal kick.
We are entering.
Sargent, where he wanted the header to go. Kabak is there.
Still no way through for either team. And we're going to be added time in less than 2 minutes.
Just got there before him, and it will be a free kick and a yellow card for Jack Harrison.
Free kick Norwich, a booking for Jack Harrison.
Turn the face. Referee's got no option really but to bring out the yellow card. And by Jack Harrison, pretty easily did Max Aarons.
No amount of workload for Jack Harrison. No goals or assists this season for him. He's had a lot of defending to do in this first half. On that particular occasion, he's conceded a free kick. Dow has gone across that left foot.
Can Norwich deliver for this free kick?
Crawl right up on halfway at the moment for Norwich. They're not happy with the distance.
Just about 10 yards, isn't it?
He has to be careful there, Harrison. It's been booked. Dow floats it in. Too much on that. Away by Llorente, but it won't go out of play. Rashica.
Here's Rashica.
He goes for goal.
Oh, he does go for goal, but it's just wide. But also saved by Melio. Fair play to Rashica for having a go.
From an even tighter angle than Rodrigo's effort a few minutes earlier. With even more venom. Lots of dip, a little bit of swerve.
Here's Norwich's corner.
Corner Norwich. Whipped in, it's a flat one, too flat. Rafinha's trying to get away.
Oh! Norman was so close then. That's probably, for me, best chance of the game so far. That could have been 1-0 to the Norfolk side.
Super technique.
And Leeds get away with murder then, because that could have been 1-0 to Norwich.
Everybody coming out. Thankfully for Leeds United, nobody stuck a leg out. Would have flown past their own goalkeeper.
Strike clears.
At the minute, I thought that was the whistle for half time. That's the whistle for half time. 0-0 as it stands.
And not much in the way of chances for either side. Norman has stood out for Norwich. And Pookie having an early chance for the home side as well. Rafinha has looked good for the away side, but no goals at half time.
No.
Road. It's 0-0.
I'd say Norwich looks the better team, to be honest, but Rafinha has looked brilliant once again for Leeds, and Leeds haven't played too badly at all. But as it stands, half time, it's goalless here at Carrow Road. Norwich 0, Ipswich. Why did I think the East Anglian derby's playing? Anyway, it's half time. Norwich 0, Leeds 0, and while half time's on, sorry, I farted, needed to. There's a few things I'm going to sort out. Well, I need a whiz first, and then I've got a lot of washing to do. In the laundry. Right. I will be right back. Where's my keys? And also, oh man. I'll sort that out in a minute. And that. Shut up. Okay. Oh, fuck. Pardon me. What did I need? My phone. We're back. So I'm a bit later than kickoff for the second half, but it has just started. Meslier, meanwhile, as soon as I come back, Ilan Meslier gets caught and a yellow card is shown.
Anytime you catch a goalkeeper like that, however slight, there's a good chance of a yellow card. So tell us if there was real contact.
Welcome back. And already we see a rough challenge on Meslier.
It could be painful. It's a long time since I was kicked like that.
And McLean's been booked for that, and that, yeah, rightly so.
Contact
Rightly so.
Made by McLean. Certainly, as you said, Seb, he's got every right to go to the ball.
I don't think he felt he left anything on the goalkeeper there with a shake of his head. We saw a glance at fixtures to come for Norwich. And those are certainly games we're looking to get that first win from.
This is a reminder of the teams. Krul, Aarons, Omar Bamadeli, Hanley, Kabak, Dowell, Rashika Mie, Lorente, Cooper, Strouk, Dallas, Shackleton, Phillips, Rafinha, Daniel James, Rodrigo, and Harrison.
I'd be more concerned with the lack of protection for him or help from Kenny McLean on that far side. She's just not expected to do too much defensive work with any determination, you would imagine. So if you're looking at the guy in front of Seb McLean,
can one of these sides finally score?
There to give the young kid a little bit of help.
He's taking that free kick quickly, which at first glance I thought was awarded because Anthony Taylor got in Stuart Dallas's way. Seemed to be a sympathy free kick at first glance. By the way, it came to nothing. The start of the second half. A game that is very well poised, to say the least. Both sides will fancy they can win this. Both sides will feel they need to win this. Hanley has just shaken off his problem. Goes long towards Sargent. That's easy for Llorente. Shackleton.
Oh, I thought Pookie was going to full on win that then, but no.
Llorente. Not allowed to settle. Does like the ball at his feet, the defender. And Norwich have done their homework.
Another side should be panicking in the second half. And very few players, if any, at all, that were exposed, especially defensively, in the opening 46 minutes we played.
Pookie inside.
Rashica.
So Rashica going on, but Phillips getting involved in that challenge, but they linked up well here.
Pookie goes down, free kick Norwich.
And they're going to get one, despite what Liam
Another decision not going Leeds' way.
But that was a guilty look even before the smile.
I think Pookie thinks he's got away with one there.
Yeah, possibly. You're telling me I've got a more here than you as well. Yeah. These are certainly opportunities at Norwich. We'll send the two centre forwards, centre backs through to try and force the opening goal of the game.
Chester over this one, Dowell over this one. Lining up to have a go here. Possibly. To score for Norwich.
Dowell's not going to take it. Oh, not bad, but it goes straight to Melier.
Scott Hanley as well. He's going to go back to Melier. Time out to complain to Anthony Taylor. And Phillips under pressure and out it goes. So Norwich starting the first half the better.
Good strike from Rashica. It's well held.
Rashica again. To turn Shackleton. Doesn't get the free kick. The part of his game in the Bundesliga. Rashica loves running with the ball. Very positive player. Rafinha here.
Rafinha is going to cross it left. Sorry, not cross it.
Harrison
Well, he finds Harrison on the left.
trying to force his way past it.
He is trying to force his way past the Norwich defence.
And then the block comes in from Dowell and Sargent. And Norwich
Sargent now wins the ball for Norwich.
Players forward because
Intercepted, though, by Calvin Phillips.
Back to where we were. Bielsa. Something himself out at the start of the second half. Hanley. Daniel Parker at the moment on his feet. He was sat down for long periods of the Chelsea game. Not much he could do once they were at least 3-0 down. But this one, there's plenty he knows he can do. Swing the tide in the second half. Big second half for his management, you feel, as well. In terms of trying to make a difference in this game. A game that feels pretty tight. Pookie working hard. Couldn't quite keep it in play. He wants Leeds to have the throw in right in the corner, though.
And it's a game that he would love to win, of course. He pressed upon his players the importance of being positive. But also, I'm sure, thinking about, I'd love it to be an error-free second half defensively. And the points of 0-0, 1-1, anything that comes is much better than the fair that was served up last week.
Harrison.
And James.
Daniel James tries to find it, but not quite. He goes to Kabak.
Needs to help the danger. Harrison. Wriggle away from Aarons. That sort of game here. And if Norwich to lose this game even by a narrow margin, it might hurt more.
Dallas.
Than they lost last week.
Phillips.
But at the moment,
Intercepted by Sargent.
they're very much in this game, unlike last week.
Yeah, I know this is already a lot better of a performance for Norwich than obviously the humiliation last week they had with a 7-0 defeat to the Blues. Chelsea.
At the moment, their worst start to a Premier League season, but we'll also have to forget the circumstances. They were coming up from the Championship, impressing so much last season, and now in this second season, looking for early points.
It's always much more difficult, especially when you've not been able to really freshen up the squad. Sometimes it's by choice.
And
The choice that Hanley wanted.
Hanley's given the ball away to Rafinha,
Going on. Hanley somehow
but then
got
blocks it.
there. Blocked the cross.
Norwich keep it in play.
Fighting pressure there.
Free kick to Norwich.
It's a relieving.
Foul by Shackleton.
Same at the moment, Ethan. Tell between Rafinha and Obama provide a lot of joy.
Leeds United certainly looking a little bit more threatening. He's an attacking force in Norwich City. I wouldn't say there's more control about their play because they are such a fast outfit.
It's going to be Krul's goal kick.
They've probably not recovered the ball well high enough up the field in the last couple of matches. I mean, actually, since the opening game of the season, as well as they play on the counter and how they like to operate.
Dow gets it out to Rashica. Options in the middle. And dealt with by Melier.
Goes straight to Melier.
Well led. Cooper, I think, could have played it. Big shout from the goalkeeper. So that was mine. Wasn't a back cross, was it, from Rashica? Looking for the cutback. A bit afraid to actually.
Here's Stroud.
He's forward, Norwich City.
James.
Daniel James. Rafinha's got space. Can he make a shot? He's going to have a go. And he does. And Leeds take the lead here at Carrow Road through Rafinha, who has been magnificent all game once again. And after 55 minutes, Leeds are the team that make the breakthrough first. And the White Roses draw first blood here at Carrow Road between Norwich City and Leeds United. A brilliant ball from Daniel James into the Brazilian Rafinha. Krul couldn't get to it at the end. And it's Norwich 0, Leeds 1. More pressure on the Canaries.
This is superb control from Rafinha. Sits just one Norwich player down. Goalkeeper's committed. Yeah, neither actually hit. Comes off the right leg of Tim Krul. It's a great finish. But all said
and Rafinha, the statistics is 5 goals in the last 8 apps for country and club. So Leeds take the lead here at Carrow Road. Can Norwich bite back and find a way back? But they do have a corner.
Looking for immediate response on the home side after falling behind again in the Premier League. Corner whipped in.
Header and it's in! And Norwich fight back immediately. That was a magnificent corner. And it's headed in by Omar Bamidele. And the Irishman equalises for the home side. There is hope for Norwich in this game. Delia Smith is very happy with that one. Norwich level immediately after Rafinha's breakthrough. And the Samba de Amigo song plays to sum it up.
the crossbar.
1-1 here in East Anglia.
Great connection, enough pace on it. Just that little bit late on there to get to it. And brings it back all square for the Canaries.
Just a little over.
And now Rafinha's down.
And also in the meantime, Rafinha on the end, strong challenge here.
There was a shake of the head, wasn't there, from Daniel Farker? It's a movie that he's seen so many times this season. He's seen been on the wrong end when they've conceded a goal. Very quickly, they've conceded a couple more. Careless giveaway, wasn't it? In the end, Jamie Shackleton and Ilan Mele get themselves all mixed up.
Shackleton and Mele will not want to remember that moment. And then given the corner, header in by Omar Bamadeli. And it's 1-1. Here's Dowell.
They have a spring in their step, the home side all of a sudden. And how quickly things can change.
Here's Dallas.
The Leeds. This game has come to life in quick time. Phillips. Now strike. I was going to say that Norwich had lost their last 32 Premier League games when conceding first. Well, they're back on level terms in this one. James.
Daniel James for Leeds.
Harrison with him. Here's Harrison.
Now Jack Harrison. Of course, Leeds full-on signed him this season from Manchester City.
Right.
Unlike last season where he was just on loan from Manchester City.
Trying to turn.
Kabak's made a mistake there. Here's Phillips.
Rodrigo.
Now Rodrigo with the shot. That's a wonderful shot from Rodrigo. And Leeds retake the lead. The Whites are back in front. And it's Rodrigo who delivers this time for the away side.
Far too easily. Kabak is trying to be just that little bit too front.
All Kabak's mistake, that is, in my opinion.
As well from Tim Krul. This one, underneath his body. Knew it. His body language straight away said it. One error compounded very quickly by another. It is a good strike from Rodrigo. That ball is dipping. Face behind.
Krul should have done better.
He almost overdived
But
in the end.
unfortunately for Norwich, they're back on the losing side right now after that brilliant header in by Omar Bamadeli a few minutes ago that equalised for the home side. But the away side have retaken the lead. 2-1 Leeds as it stands. Just gone, nearly coming up to 61 minutes. Here's a replay of the goal.
Not badly enough, the officials. Think about that one. Yeah, that would have been a harsh turnaround if they'd actually ruled that one out. Rafinha.
I mean, ridiculous if they ruled that out. If Rafinha put it in, then it would have been offside, definitely. But if that was going to be ruled out just for that, I would have been fuming. It's a brilliant goal.
We were about a minute and a half ago, but
meanwhile, Leeds on the attack once again, but this time, and Krul nearly has a blunder, but his defence saves him. Max Aarons. Now Norman. Taking on Harrison. And now here's Aarons, who goes down. Referee says play on. No foul by Pascal Struijk. Here's Pukki. Norman.
Find themselves immediately behind. Again, Norman trying to slide it through. Sargent not quite on his toes there, and it's back with Melier, who himself can breathe a sigh of relief. And Parker probably cannot believe what's happened in the last 5 minutes or so.
I can. I've seen it all before. Tim Krul has made some errors, of course, over the course of his goalkeeping career, like everybody does. He wears the gloves. This will be the most painful one because it's the most recent.
Here's McLean. Deflected. But Norwich get a corner.
And it's made the game very interesting indeed. And Norwich have another corner. They scored from their last one.
You're joking me. Oh, no.
Can he do
Hang
it
on.
again?
Oh, fuck.
Trying to shake off the
Hang on a
intake at the
second.
moment. The teenager
Norwich corner.
goes, but it's towards the back post. And
Meslier saves it.
What an open game this
I'm
is.
ending